Hey, you guys, it's Julie. Hey, I hope everybody's doing great today on this beautiful, cloudy Tuesday. Welcome to the first episode of Tissue Talk. I don't know who is out there, if anybody's going to join me, but I'm just going to tell you the basis for what I'm trying to do. Now that we have a lot of free time on our hands, I get a chance to do something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I think there are a lot of people who are doing a lot of techniques, a lot of cool, like put stuff up just to keep everybody busy. But I'm really all about education. If anybody knows me, a little background on me, I own Pro To Col Systems. I know you guys know that because I'm putting it live to this page. And the whole background of Pro To Col Systems, the reason why I founded it is because I was the athlete or the person who was injured and was told when I was 23 just to let go and just stop doing what I'm doing, instead of trying to figure out really what was wrong with me, which was more tracking than anything. And then I was told by other people that you just get to deal with the pain that you're having, right? What bothers me about that is that there's so much more that we could have done with a little bit of education behind us. If I would have been able to understand why my body was doing what they were doing, then I would have been able to stave off a lot of the pain and injury that I've had thus far, and hopefully have a more of a career than I did, because my career got cut short. So I'm really somebody who is really interested in, always has been, about the why. I'm really a theory type of person. I really like concept. I really want to understand not just how you're doing it, but I'm intrigued by the how, but the why behind it is really what excites me. And if you know me, I'm really about educating people as much as possible. So I've always wanted to do a show kind of like this. I always wanted to be able to do something where I can give a little bit more education, and we can talk topics, and we can do things like that, where we're kind of getting you the behind the scenes of pain and injury and kind of taking the intimidation out of it for you guys. I think people are really, the unknown is a really amazing thing, and it can be really, really intimidating for a lot of people. I think when we go into different YouTube channels and different things, I think people are talking way above the majority of people's heads. They're talking so that they would be interested in their colleagues and peers understanding it, and the majority of us have no idea what we're talking about, right? So I'm all about taking the unknown and the intimidation out of pain and injury. So we are going to be doing a Facebook Live called Tissue Talk. I also, in this, I want to be able to show you kind of comprehensively what Pro To Col Systems does, because this is what we do on a day-to-day basis at work. But since we can't do it at work, we're going to do it online, which is really cool, because if you guys have any kind of injuries or anything that's coming up for you, we can come on and we can kind of work through it. So what we get to do is we're going to be getting on here and we're going to be discussing the why of pain, not just how. The why of why your posture is bad. Some of the other topics we're going to be coming up with is what actually is fascia and why it's so important to your body. And then why, if you're sitting at the couch or the computer, and why your body is hurting, what is actually creating and causing that. Not just giving you the techniques to get away from it, but also giving you the update as to how to get this kind of going. Hi, Shay. I'm so glad I have one person. Yay! So there are others that will be joining us too. The cool thing about this is we're going to be doing this every week. Like our first one is going to be tomorrow, and Mike is going to be joining me. So we're going to be talking about pain and injury, and the background about pain and how much your nervous system and your emotions are tied into it. Because chronic pain affects over 24 million of us Americans, and 40 million people are in severe pain at all times, which is ridiculous. Hi. And so I want to make sure that we can address what chronic pain entails, because chronic pain is actually coming a lot from your nervous system. It's a lot of emotions that are tied into it. So we're going to go over a lot of that tomorrow. The cool thing is I get to bring on all the people I get to work with. I get to bring on my sports med doctor. I get to bring in my hormone panel, my naturopath who's doing all hormone panels. We get to do all my athletic trainers, my physical therapists. I have a lot of friends in this kind of industry, and we're all about making sure that your tissue is as healthy as possible. The beautiful thing about soft tissue is it is almost everywhere in our entire body. The only thing that isn't soft in our body is our bones. And so we get to talk about the joints, the ligaments, the cartilage, the muscle, the fascia, how it's attached to our organs, how it's attached to our nervous system, our sympathetic nervous system, our parasympathetic nervous system, our digestive system. The cool thing about all this is once we break down the why, this is going to make the how so much easier, because you guys are going to be empowered to understand what your bodies are actually doing and how they work. And I just think it's so much more fun when you really have an empowering conversation with your own body and you understand what it is doing. So that is kind of where we're going with it. I'm really, really, really excited to see all of the different things that we can do. Hi, Linda. I love the hearts. They make me happy. Hi, Mike. I can't wait for you to be here tomorrow because you get to be my first guest. Yay. The cool thing too, you guys, is that once we do this, we're going to put this on our own Facebook page, the Tissue Talk Facebook page, and make it a group. And then I have all of my colleagues that are going to come in, and we are going to be able to do a case study. So depending on what is going on, we all get to be in there and we get to talk about how we get to make you better, which I think is really cool. So not only will I be on this, but then we'll be cutting it in with Dr. Lutfi, who's doing all my regenerative medicine right now, and AJ, who's one of my athletic trainers, and Kara's, who's one of my physical therapists, and their take on sports and life and injuries and what their injuries are and all of the different specialties that they bring in. And not only that, but then I get to bring in my sports rehab guys. My Amy, who's one of my level 1 rehab coaches, and TJ, who's one of my level 1 and level 2 rehab coaches. And so then we get to move you guys forward and progress you into how we work. So it's I'm taking the Pro To Col model, which is a very systematic approach to health and wellness, and I'm taking it and I'm putting it online so that you can actually see it in real time, how these systems kind of work. And it's really cool. And I want to say that I've had the opportunity, and I've been really grateful and really blessed to be able to teach kinesiology and anatomy and physiology and pathology, and be able to teach in a kinesthetic way to my students. So this is kind of one more thing that I get to do that gets to bring all of this to you. So I hope you guys like it. It'll start tomorrow. We'll be doing it tomorrow at 12:30. So every Wednesday at 12:30 from now until, I don't know, until the quarantine lifts or nobody really is interested. And then we'll be able to replay this back on YouTube and wherever else we'll be playing it. So, and I promise, hopefully I'll have my hair down at some point, although it's getting very long from the quarantine, so you never know. Anywho, I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys are interested. And good, I hope so too, Linda. There's going to be a lot of value. And also, if you guys are interested, I'm going to be doing on Friday, we'll come up and we'll be doing a video for the more of the ergonomics, all of the ouchy pains that we're all having because we're sitting literally like I am right now on a couch or on a desk, a makeshift desk and couch, and doing all the Zoom calls and all of that stuff. So we'll be able to put in anything that you guys have as far as topics. But I'm really, really interested in being able to kind of set this up. So hopefully it gets going and it'll be fun. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and tomorrow at 12:30, we'll be able to set our first one. It'll be pain and injury. It's going to be a little bit of education as to where pain actually is, what it is, why it's connected to our nervous system, chronic pain, what chronic pain actually is, and how we can actually get out of chronic pain ourselves, because a lot of it has to do with our own thought pattern, which I think is really, really fascinating. I know. I cannot wait too. I am so excited. You guys are so welcome. All right, you guys. That was short, sweet, and to the point, and I will see you again tomorrow at 12:30. Until then, enjoy your day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.